Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Jeremy and Pete's DnDTime. This adventure is entitled Distress Signal. Captain's Log. DnDTime, April the 5th, 2019. As Bartholomew's ship continues to hurtle through the vast emptiness of space, we've come across something rather strange. A distress signal from the furthest reaches of known adventuring territory. We travel quickly in pursuit to find who may be needing such aid and how we can help. As the adventure begins, you guys are in Bartholomew's shop. You've been in here many times. And as you walk shop from probably Central City or wherever you happen to be, you see that all of the walls are nice, sleek metal, and there's like weird glass panels and bright lights and beeping sounds and all of the like. You look down and you're wearing sleek, kind of almost skin-tight suits, nice red tops. They're very very organized. As you look around the shop, it's not quite laid out the way you remember. There's a large swiveling chair kind of in the middle, a series of raised panels with various adventurers manning them. And you see, sitting on this big swiveling chair in the middle, the intern, Roger the Gnome. And as he turns towards you, he says, greetings, Guy, welcome. I'm sure you've all been appraised of the distress signal we heard.
Of course.
Yes. So, weapons officer, I'm going to probably need someone on the away mission. Presumably it's a crash or perhaps a ship. I was hoping you could get a team together and, well, get things figured out. Do you think you can do that, Armand?
Certainly. I'll take my 3 best friends.
Excellent. Is that you 3? Is that them?
We would be happy to join the away team and discover this new land.
Excellent.
I find your voice highly illogical.
As the shop, you kind of feel it like weirdly almost moving underneath you. It's not super stable, but after a short ways, there's a weird like beeping sound from one of the corners. You see Bartholomew. You recognize Bartholomew, but his like head is all shaved, and he looks kind of like a lowly ensign right now, sitting at one of the panels, and he says something to the effect of like, Captain, we're approaching the distress signal. And Roger says, all right, put it up on the view screen. And you can see the entire wall of the shop go translucent, and you see out in front of you the vast emptiness of space. But it's not just the vast emptiness of space.
Well, that's good.
You see, not so far in the distance, within visual range, a planet with a small moon.
Ooh.
But the ship is, the Bartholomew's ship has stopped. And
that planet has small moon.
Yes, unfortunately, it's a very dangerous moon.
Is it a moon, or is it no moon?
No, it's a moon.
Okay, just checking.
I think it's a moon. We haven't been there. You see, we're right on the precipice of Space Orcs base. The treaty signed between Bartholomew's adventurers and the Space Orcs stipulates that we cannot travel through this area, and the distress signal matches Bartholomew's adventuring company.
Does the treaty prohibit sending out probes that we could use to determine if the moon has rich resources or green women?
I suppose it doesn't.
And are any of these probes available to us now?
Bartholomew, launch a probe. Bartholomew makes some sounds, hits a bunch of buttons, and boom! You see a little tiny probe. It kind of looks like a fire hydrant, which is weird. Just shoot out from the shop out in the direction of the moon.
Kelar, Kill Shatner, shouldn't we be focused on the distress signal?
Oh, yes.
Distress signal. Yes.
Well, we're getting readings back from the probe. It looks like, and there's some like furious clicking of buttons on this touch screen. Yes, no green women. I'm sorry, Kelar. But yes, it appears to be a distress signal, and there's at least one life sign. Maybe from a crashed ship, I'm not sure. We're going to need to get an away party. You're going to need to head out on a small vessel, hopefully one that won't be picked up by the Space Orcs. Head over and touch it out and rescue our missed companion. Do you think you can...
We'll call it Sputnik.
It's a pro. It's already gone.
Ugh. Well, you know, I've had spent stranger afternoons. I gotta say, investigating a moon is kind of my thing. So
yes, I figured you'd be the perfect person for this mission, science.
Yeah, Salazar, how do you feel about this, knowing that there is a moon that is in fact real?
There's no way to confirm that.
Fair point.
I mean, for all
Perhaps
we know,
if we were to
simply
travel
be an
to the moon by use of Heisenberg magna spanners, we could determine whether or not it was real.
Indeed. Yevgeny, can you fire up the flux capacitors on the transport?
Da, comrade.
All right. You guys make your way down through a long hallway that you do not remember in Bartholomew's shop. Again, the walls all shiny metal, occasional little panels and doorways. But you make it down a set of stairs and into a very large open like hangar bay. And yeah, in it you see...
Nice, yeah, we all know what that is.
Yeah, exactly recognize this. I know. It's just a large open room, and there are two very small carts in here. All right. But the carts have jet boosters strapped to the end.
Lovely. These are the magic.
What?
You know, like,
Does any of us know how to use one of these?
Do any of you have proficiency in land vehicle? No. Okay.
Nope.
So I think you have a base understanding on how to drive a cart.
Yeah.
Well, if we all work together,
I will
there's
help.
nothing we can't accomplish if we all work together.
We've got the Russian guy and we've got the Scottish guy, but we don't have a Japanese party member who like automatically gets the Sulu bonus.
Well.
Anyway, I'll drive the cart.
Excellent, Kelar. I'm going to head back up to the bridge and observe. If the Space Orcs show up, well, we can't cross the line to help you.
Yeah, that's fine.
Just get back over to our side.
Yeah, no, you have ranged weapons, so just like kill them from where you are. They'll be fine.
No, but that would be very bad for the treaty. Now, if they cross the line, we'll blow up to hell.
It seems as though attacking us would be crossing the line in my mind.
I will be your co-pilot, Kelar.
Kelar, you understand, the treaty's on a needle's edge, needle's tip, I don't know. It's very bad. I'm not good with proverbs.
I must admit I don't understand, but onward and upward.
All right. Roger, salute you all. Good luck. And he heads up to the bridge. Do you guys all pile in the cart?
Yes.
It's like it's like one of those like Conestoga wagons, so it's got like a big leather kind of top to it. And as you climb inside, it has like really nice seats. Yeah, instead of canvas on the inside, it looks like it's metal plated, and it looks just like the inside of the shop. Except it's got seats and like a control like wheel and everything.
A control wheel?
Yeah, it's got like a steering wheel.
So any of you guys think that this is kind of weird? Like all this, like something's just like slightly off about everything?
Yes, of course, but when have we done a mission for Bartholomew that wasn't sort of weird and out of the ordinary?
It feels like it's also caused a drastic change to my character's personality.
That's all of this is just really making.
Indeed, Kelar, it sounds like almost you're speaking with commas in the middle of your sentences, where otherwise they may not be necessary.
You're giving me a headache. All of this.
Anyway, I grabbed the wheel, Jeremy,
Okay, yeah, sure. You grab the wheel. You got it.
and I sort of punch it.
All right, you punch the wheel, and almost as if by your will, the
I meant
wagon
metaphorically.
Yeah, no, okay.
Oh, okay, all right. Either way.
It goes forward. And yeah, your little tiny vessel flies off out through the hangar bay, which opens, luckily, as you approach it, and you find yourselves floating.
Do I need to roll a Constitution save to breathe? That's my primary question.
It appears that even though the wagon, like from the outside, looked like it was just covered with like leather, or canvas rather, it seems to be like perfectly airtight.
Ah, I love magic.
It's science, and yeah, you.
Yeah, whatever.
It's the same thing.
Do y'all just head toward the planet?
Oh,
I
we're
tried to
heading.
do it.
Yeah.
I tried to do a flip.
Okay, can you roll? You roll the intelligence check.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I mean, it's clumsy, but it works.
Hey! Look at us.
Did any of you not buckle up when you got in?
I definitely didn't buckle up because I have
100%.
no concept of what that is.
I buckled up.
Okay. Yevgeny? Oh, did we lose Yevgeny in somewhere?
Negative. No, I buckled up. Sorry.
Okay.
I was fiddling with this thing.
Armand Xavier Wallace doesn't understand the concept of buckling up.
Armand,
It would
you
kind of be
fall out of your
insensitive
chair.
to have the Chekhov allegory be involved in a vehicle-related injury in any case.
You're very right.
True.
So,
Hey.
So yeah, you fall out of your chair as he tries to do a flip, Armand. And as you do so, you hit one of the buttons on the controls.
Of course.
And all of the metal of the inside of the canvas turns transparent. And you can see the vastness of space around you.
Scotty, what have you done with the metal?
I'm sorry. I mean, who are you talking to?
Well, you, and you appeared to know it was you.
I don't know why.
Anyway, let's kill the Space Orcs, or maybe it'll be a Balance of Terror one where we just talk to them.
So as you fly across the open space, you get to the moon, no problem. You pass into the Space Orc territory, and there's like a sudden shift where it's suddenly like, oh no, it's dangerous now. But nothing happens as you approach this moon. And as you get closer, you see it's a lush green moon. Though, Salazar, you're thinking it could just be an asteroid that got trapped in the gravitational field of this planet. It might not be a moon.
I'm thinking that. You're right.
But it is lush and green, and it looks like there's like a jungle down there.
I feel very comfortable in this setting.
Oh, it's a jungle down there. I'll tell you what.
You get a general kind of
That's gross.
lock to where this signal is, this distress signal, but you can't get like an exact location.
Is it a lock or is it general?
We'll say it's a lock.
Nice.
We'll say it's a lock.
Nice.
Do you want to go down?
Of course. What else are we here for?
All right.
Okay.
Is there a method we have of doing this? I feel like there might be.
Yeah, there's
Wow,
a button
that's
you
great.
just
I
click
start
right.
piloting the craft directly at the moon.
Yeah, you pass through the atmosphere, no problem. There are absolutely no repercussions for doing so, and you land on the moon. As you land down, you see that through the transparent canvas, a lush jungle. It's raining ever so slightly. And you can see that you've landed fairly close to what looks like a downed vessel of similar size and make to, well, the vessel you're currently piloting.
Oh.
About how... Oh, similar
It's
size. to
right
what we're
nearby.
piloting. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Whoever was the last one to try this mission really fucked it up.
Yeah, it's going to be the one with the...
Well, that's where the distress signal's coming from.
Okay.
Coming from the craft.
Well,
do you wanna do?
Why don't you go investigate?
I am going to. First of all, do I have any idea whether there are potentially readouts or icons within the vessel that could indicate to me whether the moon has a breathable atmosphere?
Yeah, no, it definitely the probe that you guys launched earlier, good call by the way, would tell you that it is in fact a breathable atmosphere.
I thought we launched the probe onto the planet.
No,
Not
the planet. The planet
It's
is the moon.
direction.
No,
the planet's
there's the
a gas
planet and the
giant.
moon.
The planet's a gas giant.
I see.
Yeah.
Very well. So
The gas is breathable.
very well. So I will say, team, I will venture out onto this moon. For
Well,
all of us.
it's been good, Tasha.
I think.
Very well.
I think we need to.
I hop out of the cart.
Well, Armand, as you like lift up the flap to leave out the back,
Yes.
there's like an obnoxious beeping sound, like when you open a car door but you left the keys in it.
Love it.
Okay.
Is there some equivalent of a key?
Yeah, there are keys.
All right, we need to take.
we'll take-
okay,
I'll
the
take
keys,
the keys.
and we need to make sure that we can get back to this, and that it's properly hidden.
Yes. Does the ship have a cloak? If we can cloak the metal from the inside to see out, why can't we cloak the metal from the outside to see in?
We would never find it
You're
again.
not sure.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
not good. I don't want to lose it.
There we
How
go.
far away is the downed craft from our craft?
It's like maybe 1,000 feet. Pretty close. You landed as close as like you could safely do.
Yes. All right. Yeah, I'll take the keys. What's the worst that could happen? Come on.
You got the keys.
My eye twitches when you say that.
Okay.
We could die horribly, but I love your gumption.
I suppose I will begin investigating this downed craft for any signs of their technology still functioning.
Yeah. So as you all kind of get out and begin to walk around, you hear the chirping of birds, the buzzing of insects. Although there aren't a lot of them here. You see what looks like maybe like a monkey swinging around. It's very small and fuzzy, up in one of the trees nearby.
A cute little monkey.
Some exotic fruits, lots of very lush plants, and the smoldering crash site of the other vessel.
I approach the monkey.
It is up maybe 40 feet in this very, very tall, thin tree.
Hello. Know that we mean you no harm. We are but explorers or something from some sort of other moon.
I cast Speaks with Animals.
Okay.
I go to the monkey.
So you step next to Kelar at the bottom of the tree looking up at the monkey.
Yes, because I saw him talking to it, and I could tell that it wasn't going well.
Wait, you can talk to the monkey? I did not know.
Appears to be some
Yes,
form
we've
of-
all seen magic before. Come on now.
So I go to the monkey,
Okay.
and I say
By
hello.
the way, Yevgeny, as this is happening, it's raining ever so slightly, but Yevgeny, can you do an investigation check when because you're searching the other ship? Armand, are you also going to search the other ship, or are you with the monkey?
I'm keeping a keen eye out for any potential danger.
Can you give me a perception check?
Maybe.
What do you say to the monkey, Salazar?
I say hello. First
It
off.
goes. Which
I cast.
which translates to you. Everyone else just hears. But what it says is like, "Hey, look, guys, look! The stupid thing can talk."
Hey.
And a couple of other monkeys start like hopping over. You barely notice them, Armand.
I'm just.
Yes, well,
What-
there you have it.
What can you tell me about this this ship that crashed over here? Are there any people? Did they come out?
The monkey looks over.
Stupid things, I should say.
Oh yeah, stupid thing came out of the ship and went off into the forest.
Do you know
Went
which
that way? He points.
Okay, well, thank you. You've been a great help, oh wise, smart one. My
Well,
other
I-
eye twitches.
I mean, you gotta be smart too. You can talk. You want to come join my monkey society?
I already live in a society.
Kelar, you just hear from the monkey.
I'm sort of,
And
I'm
Salazar's making
smiling.
those sounds back at it.
I'm smiling diplomatically.
Excellent.
Yes, apologies. I've been trying to get out this investigation check, but I cannot seem to. My power capacitor seems to be malfunctioning. I'm working on it.
Well,
Okay, we'll get
in the
when you're
meantime,
ready.
Yevgeny, the monkey told me after he insulted our intelligence. He said that after the ship crashed, that one of the crew members survived and ran off in the forest, and he directed me that way.
Well, Yevgeny, I can tell you a couple of things just from what you saw, even without a check. The ship definitely crash landed, but that doesn't seem to be the problem. As you're looking at it, it looks like someone ripped out all the wires in the control system. Like they've just been gutted.
Who would do such a thing?
Doesn't seem very practical use of very good shit. Why would
Perhaps
someone do
with
this?
some form of deep-seated hatred toward wires.
It was the Americans.
Could be right.
Excuse me.
The monkeys are still watching you, and the monkey, as Armand burps, the monkey goes, "Ah," which of course Salazar translates to, "Ha! Look, it made a dumb sound. Guys, you gotta see this."
I try to
turn-
get a picture shaking hands with the monkey.
You what? You
I
envision
know, it's like
yourself
sort of
shaking hands with the monkey?
sort of a diplomatic mission type look we made contact thing.
I'll point to the monkey that laughed at Armand for burping, and I asked
just
him.
the one monkey, but a couple
The
more
one
are
monkey.
coming.
I assumed as much. He's been gesturing to other monkeys.
Oh god. Matt, Yevgeny, you find nothing else.
I asked the monkey if
Lovely.
they touched the wires.
The monkey says, what are wires?
Yeah, how would you translate that into monkey?
Did you touch the ship?
Which, of course, to you, Kelar, is wires. Because there's no monkey word for this.
Ah, yes, there's no monkey word for wires. Amazing. Amazing.
I point out the ship, and I ask him if the monkeys have been inside it.
The monkey says no.
Okay. Thank you.
He tells you no. Yeah. So yeah, the monkeys are just still watching you. What do you all want to do? You're just kind of standing around in this clearing now.
Well, we
should
I think it makes sense to
follow the
go,
path.
go in the direction that, right? I mean,
yeah, I think we should follow them. That's our lead. But we need to make sure that we don't get lost.
At this point, like 3 or 4 other monkeys have joined that first monkey, including one baby monkey.
Salazar, can you ask one of the monkeys, perhaps, to follow us and place
Sure, yeah.
not breadcrumbs per se, but markers in our direction?
Listen, I think that's a good idea that we need to leave markers. I absolutely do not trust a monkey to do that.
Then perhaps we should just do that ourselves.
Yes. Thank you.
Are there enough trees that if we were walking in a direction through the woods or jungle, that if I were to punch them enough with my brass knuckles, that we could identify a path?
Yeah, do you want to try and punch a tree?
I would love to punch a tree.
Oh God.
With my brass knuckles.
Go ahead and roll a tree punch check.
I will. What check? What check would that be?
Probably athletics or just an attack roll with your fist. Your choice.
Then I'll roll an attack roll.
If we want to do it in a less dumb way, I could scratch it with my claw.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
And
I am punching the tree.
As you do that, your fist punches the tree, and the tree just like indents. Indents a lot. There's a solid. I mean, these trees are only about maybe 6 or 8 inches thick in diameter, and your fist sinks in a solid 4 inches.
Yes. I'd also like to point out that as I punch, lines come out from my hands as if I were in an anime comic.
Absolutely, 100%.
I just want to point that out.
Manga is the comics.
and you freeze.
Yeah, but people don't know those words.
Sorry.
Salazar.
But yeah, the trees appear to be like kind of squishy, like they're
All
just
right.
easy to punch.
You've killed a tree.
Let's
look, everybody. Here's a squishy tree. If we go past a squishy tree that has my fist imprints in it,
hold on.
We need to go.
I'm gonna roll a nature check.
Okay.
I'd like to know more about the trees.
Absolutely. Go ahead. Oh, you got an 8. They are just really strange, easy to indent trees. And as you're kind of doing that, the little monkey that's kind of watching you throws a peanut at you, Armand. What's your armor class?
16.
You get hit by the peanut, it bounces off your head.
What the fuck?
And Salazar, you can hear the monkeys, and the little monkey's saying, "Do it again! Do it again!"
We need to just get moving, guys.
I want to clarify that if a single
and the monkeys are annoying. Let's
throws anything else at me, I will kill that monkey.
You can do whatever you want, dude. We need to just keep moving.
In the neutral zone.
You're right. You're right.
You're
I
not
need to
allowed to attack people.
You're right. You're right. I need to calm down. There's been too much violence in our history. I need to calm down. Did I take damage from the monkey?
No.
Oh,
Jeremy.
Well, then no. Of course I wouldn't. I wouldn't kill a monkey for that.
Jeremy, I take my dagger and I scratch a line into a tree.
Why do you guys hate the trees so much?
We need markers, and trees aren't sentient.
I'm trying to find something out here.
You easily scratch the tree. It looks like green wood underneath.
Okay.
And it looks like wood, but the monkeys, you hear one of them going, "Shiny!" as you take out your dagger.
Ah, yes, but I want to clarify. The monkeys did not make any kind of weird proclamation when I punched the tree. No,
they didn't say.
Okay, but I will ask: was my punching of the tree clear enough for us to see that 100%. The tree had been punched? Yes.
100%.
Well, then I think
it was bent a little bit from your punch.
Yes, then I think we have our answer. I will continue to punch trees.
Okay.
And that will be our path.
I very carefully sheath my dagger and keep a good eye on it.
Okay, the monkeys are looking at you like they're giving you that look, and at this point there are maybe a dozen monkeys. And they're kind of like, how long does your spell last? You speak with animals?
10 minutes.
Okay, so you still have quite a bit of it left. And they're like, dude, that guy has something shiny. Oh shit, he has something shiny. I want the shiny. And that's kind of they're just talking.
Oh man.
We need to keep
these stupid ugly things have shiny stuff.
We need to just keep moving. Let's okay, Armand, you're gonna start punching trees to mark our path.
Very well. I will punch trees as well as I can.
Okay, and let's start moving into the forest and the woods.
Do I need to roll every time?
No. You can do it without even a check. You just wouldn't sink in half the tree's diameter.
I don't need to sink in half the tree's diameter.
We're done with the trees. We go. We're marching and not discussing trees.
One moment, gentlemen. If I may
it cannot be a tree-related moment.
It is not a tree-related moment. Rather, I'm going to very carefully equip my life scanner, and I'm going to try to determine.
Okay, sure.
Of course, yes.
Well, I assume we have one of those.
And I will attempt to make sure that these monkeys are as they seem.
They look like monkeys. Yeah. You look at them. What do you cast? Are you casting a spell, or just like looking at them?
Well, I'm using my life scanner, which I carry on my side belt.
Perhaps you would roll an insight check.
Perhaps I would roll something like this.
Matt, you should examine the trees just in case.
I don't think I'm not going to do that.
I'm very interested. All right. Okay.
All right.
How does this check that you're rolling?
This is going to add my intelligence plus a little bit more. I believe it comes out to a 22.
What are you rolling? What is this check?
It's his life scanner.
It's the life scanner. It's in the player's handbook 1. The life scanner.
the very life essence, the energy.
Yeah.
They talk about it in the DM's guide. You know.
You take out.
We received training for this.
You use your Arcana, and you make an Arcana check. And you can tell that these monkeys are not magical. They are monkeys. Actually, they look like mundane monkeys that are incredibly amused.
Jeremy, what about the trees?
Stop.
Oh, the trees actually are made of a kind of weird squishy wood that's easy to indent. They appear to be natural.
Now we know.
All right, let's walk into the jungle and
I
avoid the monkeys who want
to. And I scrape a little bit of the bark into the
Salazar.
Well, you don't want to look at a sapling to see if it's a little different from a
No!
regular.
We need to take samples of the trees.
I asked about the trees and I got my answer. Why did we keep going?
We march into the forest of trees.
Okay. At this point, there are maybe 24 monkeys following you and watching you. There are a ton of them now up in the trees.
How closely?
They're staying maybe like 30 feet, 40 feet. They're staying like a reasonable distance. They're just like, they seem very amused. And Salazar, there's a lot of like, wow, what are these weird monsters?
Okay, well, they're not doing anything too much. Let's just,
I take my hand crossbow and shoot a bolt so that it doesn't hit them, but hits in front.
Hold up. Let us not forget. Let us not forget that there is a member of Bartholomew's adventuring party stranded here.
We're marching
we
toward him.
know what we're doing. We just need. Let's just keep moving.
We are spending so much time fighting with monkeys.
No, we're spending time with you detailing the way you're punching a tree.
Excuse me.
Wait a minute. So Kelar.
Yes.
Do you have your hand crossbow set to stun?
Always.
Okay.
Always.
So yeah, you fire next to one of the monkeys, and it doesn't react at all. It like just doesn't even recognize that as danger.
Well, that's frustrating. I keep marching.
Okay.
We keep walking in the general direction that a monkey told us. You know, I'm starting to think this might not have been the best idea.
So, well, as you're walking, you get, I don't know, half a mile into the jungle, and you're starting to see, like, tracks of where someone maybe has come through. And they have,
non-monkey tracks, you mean?
Yeah, non-monkey tracks.
Can I roll a nature check?
They're human tracks. They have boots.
Okay.
They have boot prints. You don't have to roll a check.
Cool.
You see there are places where it looks like they tried to, like, cut the trees, but it was fairly ineffective, so they just bent them out of the way.
All right.
We should spend half an hour examining that.
Armand's been punching the trees.
Yeah,
I have punched the trees, well enough to be a clear path.
And as you kind of follow those tracks for just a moment, it opens up into a little bit of a clearing, when there is a little fire pit, and you see in the fire pit, it looks like there are some burned, like there's stuff that's been set on fire here that's not just wood. And beyond that, there's like a cave because you're near like a little rock formation.
Can I go inspect the fire pit?
Sure. Yeah, you want to go over?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So you walk over, and as you look down, it's just a lot of like black ash. It's not like nice gray ash that you get from like pure, good wood.
Yeah.
It looks like burnt like clothing and stuff. Do you want to like dig through it a bit?
Yeah.
Okay. At this point, there are maybe 40 monkeys following.
Is the ash still warm?
It is drizzling, but yeah, it appears to still be a little warm. Salazar, can you roll me an investigation check as you're digging through it? So yeah, you're sifting through, and you're like, oh man, clothes, and now he burnt his pants. And, you do get your hand on one thing that kind of strikes you as a little odd. It is metal. Definitely metal, kind of a weird sharp edge that cuts your finger a little bit. And you pull it out and look at it, and it appears to be a pin shaped vaguely like Bartholomew's shop, and it's one of similarly to the little pin badges that you all wear that would allow you to communicate with, or you don't maybe not wear them, but you have them that would allow you to communicate with the ship. And as you kind of pick it up, the rain falling drips upon it and kind of washes the soot and ash off. And you can see below it, there's like a dagger that's been thrown down in there, and like a metal chain and a few other little things.
Wait.
And the rain just washes all the soot off of them, and they gleam and shine. And the monkeys go, shiny!
All right.
And
Are they
leap down toward you? And I need you all to roll for initiative.
Oh, God damn it!
You know, there you go.
I'm ready to go. Okay.
There you have it. You know, you try to be funny. You try to not kill monkeys.
If I'm first, I've got a spell. So.
Okay. Music a little too loud? A little bit.
Am I too loud?
No. My music was a teeny bit loud.
Oh, wait. Did I need to select a token to roll initiative?
No, there are no tokens. You can just roll.
Okay. Thank you.
I got the same message.
Yeah, it'll give you that error every time because it's stupid.
I get confused. You know, Armand gets confused. You know, he means well, okay. and he loves deeply, but sometimes he gets confused.
All right, so it looks like we have Kelar, and then Salazar, and then we have Armand. Then we have the monkeys. There are about 40 of them scattered around at various places around you. And then last but not least, we have Yevgeny. So, Kelar, you're the first to go as the monkeys begin to leap down from the trees toward Salazar. And presumably the rest of you, because you're all in this clearing, right?
Jeremy, I approach the fire pit and grab the largest shiny object contained therein.
It's a machete.
I take the machete and I throw it into the mass of monkeys. Not at any one of them individually, but onto the ground in their midst.
Okay, yeah, you do so. Anything else you want to do?
Then I shoot one of them with a crossbow.
Oh, no! That'll hit the monkey. Go ahead and roll me. Actually, you probably just kill it, but go ahead and... Yeah, you murder the monkey. You shoot one of the 40 monkeys, and it dies. All right. Is there anything else you'd like to do, Kelar?
No, well, I'll try to hide in the cave if I can reach it.
Oh, you want to you'd have to run toward it. It's about 50, 60 feet away.
All right, well, then I'll move toward it.
Okay. Can you also just roll me a charisma check as you throw the machete in? I think that's the best ability score for distract the monkeys with the machete. 14. All right. So about 14 monkeys start fighting over the machete.
Lovely.
And you are toward the cave. All right. Next we have Salazar. What would you like to do?
Okay, so I watch Kelar throw the machete. I move toward those monkeys.
Yeah, they're grouped up. Those ones.
They're grouped
they're
up.
all grouped around the machete.
And I cast Thunder Wave.
All right, you just murder 14 monkeys probably. Go ahead and roll me your damage, but they're probably just dead.
Self-defense. So,
yeah.
No, it's fair.
Also, they're monkeys.
They are animals. Go ahead.
Yep. Hold on.
Thunder Wave! Monkeys have 2 hit points. If you roll minimum damage, I think they can live.
Yeah, so, yep.
All right, you murder 14 of the monkeys.
No. Oh,
None
my
of them are
goodness.
fighting over the machete. All right. Is there anything else you'd like to do, Salazar?
I take a step back toward where I was standing before.
Okay.
Hold on. I've got that Bartholomew ship in my hand.
Yep, the little button.
The button. Is there a button? Is there anything on it? Like I can press
if you
it?
press it down, you can talk back to the ship.
Okay.
Presumably. It might not be close enough. You're not sure.
I hit the button just in case.
All right, nothing seems to happen.
Okay.
Okay. Next in the initiative, we have Armand. What would you like to do?
Oh, well, obviously, Salazar just killed quite a few
Yeah, he annihilated a bunch of monkeys.
How many monkeys are within the range of my fists without moving?
Right now, none of them, but in like 6 seconds, probably 7 or 8.
How many monkeys could I run up to and then punch?
How many attacks do you have?
I have 2 attacks.
That would do it.
Well, I have I have an attack and then a bonus attack with my left hand.
Yeah, that would be 2 monkeys. Unless you want to try something fancy.
No. I would like to eliminate the maximum number of monkeys that I can. I would like to move 5 squares and then punch 2 monkeys. That would be my ideal scenario.
Well, Armand, you move 5 squares, or 25 feet approximately, toward the monkeys, and begin to punch. Go ahead and give me a punch check.
Well. In that case, very well. It's my first punch.
All right, you break a monkey's neck. You can't not kill it.
The monkey is dead. I'm sorry. I am a conservationist in honesty, but the monkey is dead. And now with my left hand, which I will say is much less conservationist, I will strike again.
Okay.
But nevertheless, I killed the second monkey.
No, actually, you killed 2 monkeys somehow with that.
Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! My left hand kills 2 monkeys with 1 blow. I certainly do not even know how that happened, but in any case, it happened.
All right. The monkeys are going to go. There are 22 monkeys left. I would say they're going to split evenly between the 4 of you, but they aren't. They're going to split evenly between Kelar and Yevgeny, because you 2 haven't killed any monkeys, and Kelar, you had good stuff that they saw. Because you threw the machete in the first.
Disagree. I'm just here to. I'm a diplomat.
Except
for that one I shot. Come on.
Well, I've been attacked by monkeys before.
I need
both
of you to roll.
I would like to think that Armand would have placed himself between his allies and the monkeys in the previous round.
Fair. That's very fair, Armand. Go ahead and make. Oh, I see you've already made your
opportunity
attack.
I didn't mean.
I was going to give you one.
Well, very well.
You kill another monkey. There's 1 monkey fewer.
There you go.
Would you like to kill one of the ones going toward Yevgeny or toward Kelar?
I would like to kill one of the ones.
Spare Yevgeny. He's just a boy.
I think that hit points would weigh more toward. I'm gonna kill one of the ones going toward Yevgeny. Yes.
All right. And actually, you would also get an opportunity attack if you'd like to take one, Salazar.
My heart warmed.
Wait, I take one?
Yeah.
Oh yes. Oh yes, you do.
Running right past you because they don't want to be near you.
Okay. Can I draw my rapier, or do I have to? Okay.
No, it's totally fine.
I rapier it.
All right. Go ahead and make your rapier shank. You annihilate 2 monkeys somehow. You skewer a pair of them.
If only they didn't travel in pairs.
Yeah, there was 2 one riding on another one's back. So which ones do you want to go for? The ones going after going after Yevgeny or Kelar?
Kelar.
Okay. So Kelar, 9 end up getting to you, and 10 end up getting toward you, Yevgeny. So Kelar, I need you to roll an acrobatics or an athletics check, as the monkeys attempt to get all over you. So, because there are 9 monkeys, they're going to roll with a +9 to the strength athletics check they have.
Oh, no.
But they have a -1 by default. So, 17, you get swarmed by monkeys. And they start, rooting through your stuff. One of them steals your badge. And they're just, messing up your hair.
But now it's got not my hair.
Now, Yevgeny, I need you to do the same thing.
Oh no!
All right, and the 10 going at you begin to steal all your stuff too. Do either of you have daggers that you aren't holding?
Daggers
they will steal your quiver and all of your bolts. They'll just steal all your shit and run. Is basically what they're doing right now.
I do have a small knife, yes.
Okay, well, they steal it.
I actually don't carry a dagger. I have a net.
One of them gets himself caught up in the net and is just squirming on the ground in the net.
That's why I've got it.
As it should be.
All right. So the monkeys grab your stuff after swarming you and begin to flee back into the jungle. We're at the top. Actually, sorry. We're now on to you for the first time.
Yeah.
Yevgeny.
Yes, how lovely. All right.
What's your spellcasting focus?
It is a staff.
Okay, they did not steal your staff.
It's a hammer and sickle.
However, I do not know what you mean by this, and I have a ray gun.
Well, they stole your ray gun. There's a monkey with a ray gun about 40 feet from you.
Well,
Oh no!
Terrible combination.
I'm going to concentrate very, very hard, and I'm going to try to make the ray gun fire with my mind.
Okay.
Three shots
for you, Matt.
3 shots. One at the monkey holding my ray gun, and the other 2 at the monkey that is holding the most amount of my things.
Sure. Go ahead and make your ray gun attack. I see how this is already going to be. It's just Matt can just get away with anything. Oh, shit, it's magic missile? Yeah, you just annihilate 3 of the monkeys. The monkey's just like has a ray gun looking at it and just blows up. Yeah, 3 of the monkeys are dead. They cannot survive magic missile.
I'll collect the things that they stole from me if possible.
Yeah, you collect some of your stuff. A couple of them are running away with like a few minor things, like a ration or whatever, but you don't really care too much about it. The only thing of value you can like see at a glance that they're running away with of yours is your transponder badge.
You know,
oh no,
Jeremy, they did swarm me. Yes.
Yes. And,
so they
we're gonna get to you in a second.
Perhaps got the keys to the shuttle.
They precisely have the keys to the shuttle.
Oh God!
And you realize what must have happened to the other pilot.
Oh.
He tried to hotwire his shuttle.
All right. Can I roll a perception check to see if I can determine which of the monkeys which swarmed me had the keys?
It would be your action, but you can.
Then
the benefit to that would be you could direct Salazar and Armand to... Yeah. If you'd like to do so, absolutely. You see the precise monkey who has the keys and is running off toward the jungle.
Okay.
If I may pull out my Pokédex.
Just Kelar, what do you say as you see that monkey with the keys?
That's monkey. He has the keys.
So do I see which one it is?
Yeah, everyone does. Salazar, everyone sees him. Kelar points him out, and yeah, it's the one monkey who's just kind of like he's holding the keys up above his head, running towards the jungle.
I bet I can catch him.
Can I take out my crossbow?
It is your turn. Unless Kelar, did you want to move?
I'll start running after the monkey with the keys.
Absolutely. So Salazar,
and I can do my bonus action to double run.
So you're gonna get right up to him, Kelar.
All right, I take aim at the one with the keys.
Okay. You take your hand crossbow. You fire. Is it set to stun?
It's set to stun.
Okay.
I would say in this case,
you dome the monkey and he falls unconscious, unharmed.
You know, meaning no offense to these lovely mammals. These seem very high casualties for an unarmed robbery.
What? Rob, you know what? No, I'm not even have time for this.
Did you just call us lovely mammals? Because that point wouldn't be offensive to them. It would be offensive to us.
No, I was speaking of the monkeys.
Okay,
so you've incapacitated the runaway with your keys.
All right, and Kelar is almost up to it. Is he right there?
Yeah, Kelar's right there. So Kelar, you can just pick him up.
Okay.
I pick them.
I give like a booyah.
There we go.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else you'd like to do, Salazar?
Closely guard my personal items.
Excuse me.
The monkeys are not coming anywhere near you. You blew them up.
I know, they think I'm crazy. I'm giving them the crazy eyes, right now.
Absolutely.
How far from the distress signal am I?
Well, the distress signal is coming from the ship.
Yes.
So, I mean, the tracks lead right into the cave right next to you.
Well,
maybe 50 feet.
Is that the same direction as the ship?
No, it's in it. Basically, you left the ship, which is where the distress signal was. Do you want to try and go back to the ship?
No, the other ship.
Yes.
Oh.
The distress ship.
Yes, you already found that.
We
I'm
left
looking for the
that
pilot.
and went through the woods.
But
You
You
might
wanna go
remember
back
the
to the
trees.
yes. I want to go toward the distressed ship.
Absolutely, you can do that, no problem.
I ignore okay, let me clarify. Are there any monkeys or other hostile
No,
enemies okay. Well, then I advance toward the distressed ship.
Okay, so Armand begins to rush back in the direction you guys came from.
What? No,
Goodbye, Armand.
That's it. You guys came.
Let me
from
know how
distressed
the
ship,
tree-
right?
Came
I
from
thought we
the
were going toward that ship. I thought we were going to look toward that direction.
No,
Are you-
No, I know
no.
what I'm looking for.
God.
You want to head toward the cave. That's what you're heading for, because you want to get the guy.
Yes.
Good.
Armand,
Excellent.
we found the ship when we landed. We went into the woods to find the pilot.
I am so
Armand,
sorry.
this is
I am so
why
sorry.
we established the tree punching system.
I am so sorry. I
Did you
forgot.
not pay attention?
I forgot to.
Armand,
I got
it's
so
all good.
excited about punching trees. that
Jeremy,
I
will
just-
you give
I
him
just
our
punched-
findings about the trees again?
Yeah,
I just
Armand,
punched
the
as many trees as I
are
could.
made of a very soft green wood that
No, I remember all that.
Okay.
I know all that. I punched as many trees as I could, and I got turned around
You know,
by
Armand?
the amount of trees that I punched. I got turned around. So just forget about me. I'll be with the team in the next round.
All right. So
I'm
Armand
going
runs into
to
the cave
place a tracking
and-
device on Armand.
and comes out of the cave with what looks like just an injured Bartholomew's adventure. He's got a red shirt on. He looks badly wounded and very sick, but he's alive. He's unconscious though.
Well,
All right.
well done, Armand. You've saved this man's life.
The monkeys at this point flee into the jungle. They take like a
would
couple
too.
of your meaningless possessions, but not like anything valuable or important to you, because you did get the keys, which was the most important part. Kelar, also at a quick glance, that monkey appears to have a second set of keys that aren't your key.
It appears as though the monkey has some sort of duplication technology, possibly produced by errors in the multi-adaptive transmitter not responding.
It could be that, or he may have stolen the keys from the other ship.
Ah, yes.
So Armand, you rejoin the party. The monkeys are all gone.
Yes.
And-
Hello, everyone. Nothing happened.
Well, you have the guy you came to rescue. You got him. He was just in the cave.
Here's the person. We can leave.
God damn it, man! I'm a rogue,
Nothing
not a
happened.
doctor. And I roll
Nothing
a medicine check in an attempt to revive him.
Nobody here is a doctor.
Please give me that. Give me that.
I'm a
message.
doctor.
Unfortunately, and I'm sorry that I can't say he's dead, Jim, but he's alive.
Ah.
um,
Well, I
but
kill him.
unconscious. Oh, he's dead. You kill him. Wait,
Yes.
do you kill him?
No.
Oh, okay. You have him. He's just unconscious. He
Right.
can't be revived. You don't think? He needs a long time in the medical bay.
Yes, I see.
Can we try to? Is there?
With that tempting.
We don't have any
darkness.
way of beaming up, do we?
No, because remember you went into the neutral zone.
No, we need to get back in the shuttle. Get
Yeah.
on the shuttle and go back.
I say beam us up and start slowly walking through the forest. But wait,
Excellent.
how do we find our way back?
Oh, if only we had some way of finding. Oh my goodness! Oh, I've punched every single fucking tree that we passed.
Heavens, Armand, stop talking about the trees. We need to
My
find our way
fucking
home.
massive brass knuckles that have their fucking magic lines associated with it. Oh yeah, we fucking punched every single fucking tree on our way here, so we can find our way back.
This used to be a
Perfectly
family
fine.
program.
There was a time. Regardless, yeah, you guys find your way back due to all the punched trees.
This is a PG-13. We only allow one F-bomb per show.
So yeah, you guys, I really need to check the for mature audiences button here. Anyway, so yeah, you get back to the ships. Unfortunately, it looks like this other adventurer had just annihilated his ship trying to hotwire it. So it is undrivable, but you still have your escape vessel.
Okay, well, we put him in the back and we...
Wait. This other adventurer, he's trying to hotwire ships and he's still awake?
No, he's unconscious right now. He tried to do this a while ago.
Well, okay, then that's fine.
Okay. No, nothing has been inside your ship since you got there. You climb into the wagon. Who wants to take off?
Are we sure of that?
Yeah, you're positive.
Yeah, it's kind of weird that you noted it.
It's kind of weird that you were like, hey, no one's bending your ship before you were there.
It doesn't appear that anyone has been inside your vessel.
Okay, well, hold on, time out. I wanna roll a perception check.
Absolutely. And I see Max Meister and Chad exactly 1 F-bomb per adventure.
Yeah.
Hey.
All right. So,
if that were true, I would not be allowed in any adventures.
Your next 15 adventures are gonna have to be clean, Mitch.
so yeah, you all look around and no, there's nothing. You're good. There's nothing in your ship. It's just a ship. Exactly as you left it. Precisely.
All right, I will attempt to pilot.
All right, yeah, you get into the ship and
is there can we strap him in the back?
Strap the dude? Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
No problem. We've already established that all the seats have belts, so it's all good.
Yeah.
Here's my question. How many monkeys are following us?
None of them.
None of them?
The monkeys stopped following us a while ago.
They retreated into the trees.
I refuse to believe it. It sounds made up.
Well,
if I may,
the monkeys are gone.
Could I whip out my Pokédex and perhaps determine?
You want to play some Pokemon Go while you're here?
Yes, of course.
It's the only moon you can get far-fetched on.
Yeah, there's a Pokestop.
I will attempt to investigate if these monkeys have any natural predators on this moon.
Yeah,
you figure they don't at all.
It does not seem.
You haven't seen any even remote signs of a creature larger than the monkeys on the planet, except for the dude you just rescued.
Well, very well.
Alright, here's what
Thank you, Pokédex.
Here's what I want to know.
Uh-huh.
This person that we just rescued.
Sure.
Are they actually worth anything?
They're an adventurer.
Is this someone that legitimately could have had real information, or did we just waste our time grabbing somebody who got out too far and didn't have any real information?
You don't know how they got here.
That's what I assumed the entire time.
We don't know. That's why I'm asking. That's why I'm asking.
Stand down and go talk to the trees, soldier. Let's go. We're flying.
Okay. Fine.
So, you lift off. The beeping of the ship around you. Still kind of weird. You're not used to this so much.
Yeah, we adapted quickly.
The takeoff is super smooth. Kelar, you're a natural at this. And as you
Good for you.
As you kind of crest out of the moon, you notice it's a lot darker than when you left, and you're like, oh, we're on the dark side of the moon now. It's supposed to be a fast-moving moon, maybe like a trapped comet, actually. But it's not that, because you see, looming over you, the shape materializing from a cloaked state.
Oh, is it a warbird
vessel?
Oh!
And appearing on your view screen appears to be an orc, except he's wearing just a very simple white undershirt. He looks a little overweight. He goes, "Hey, what are you doing? What are y'all's doing in Mort space?
We were
we had a treaty.
We were
had
just
a fucking treaty.
We were just responding to a distress signal.
Yeah,
A ship
Is this
crashed.
orc space?
Yeah, no, this is Mort space.
Heavens, we did not see the line. We apologize in the strongest turret.
Yeah, all right. Hey, Morts, blow these goons to smithereens.
Whoa, wait, hold on, wait, if I may.
On the view screen, it goes
Oh,
dark, and
cheat,
you can see on their ship, their lasers are beginning to charge up an eerie green.
Okay,
What would you
well,
all like to
Mr.
do?
Chekhov, arm weapons.
Do we have weapons on this?
No.
Yes, of course we do.
Do we have shields?
Of course,
on this?
yes. Yeah,
Not that you
absolutely.
know of.
What the fuck?
Okay,
Of course we
do
have
we
shields.
have-
I activate
No,
the shields.
do we have any kind of can we
just-
go fast? Gun it.
Yeah,
Let's just get out of here.
I'm just gonna say,
Yeah,
let's try and stick with the basic initiative. So basically, because we haven't totally defined what the ship does and doesn't have,
Yes, indeed.
what we're gonna do, yeah, exactly. We're gonna yes and this a little bit, but we're also gonna no but this a little bit because we don't have big guns.
We have to
so-
punch it.
The Morts, the Space Orcs, apparently.
We could punch it
pursuing
a little bit.
If you'd like, you can try to. Each of you can tell me what you do on your turn. Your action can just be, I make the ship go faster, if you want. Or you can try to do something clever to disrupt or distract these pursuing.
Well, yes, of course. I'd like to use my. I mean, obviously, everyone in the sector knows that I, Armand, Xavier, Wallace, am particularly powerful. I'd like to use my intimidation skill to prevent the orcs from firing upon us, because obviously they know that if they fired upon us, they would wreak my personal wrath.
Okay, well, you're a story tier hero, so this is gonna be really hard, Armand.
I mean, hey, they're story tier villains.
They actually are legend tier villains, which is really rough for you guys.
Well,
That hardly seems fair.
sometimes you're the mayor and sometimes you die in the face.
Yeah, so, Armand, you yell at them through the closed view screen. You have a feeling that audio's still transmitting, though. Yeah, unfortunately, they don't seem to slow down at all through your intimidation. Kelar, it's your move. What would you like to do? Just gun it?
Yeah, I'd like to gun it and pursue evasive maneuvers if the lasers actually do fire.
Excellent. So what that's going to be is that's going to probably be a dexterity check at some point, and I'll tell you when.
Okay.
Um,
I will
so you're just gunning
attempt
it
to be
and ready for
dexterous
evasive.
and roll
Exactly.
it as soon as I am instructed.
Salazar, what would you like to do?
Can I investigate to try to see if there's any other way of getting the ship to go faster? Or could I just have to say
rather
the ship
than
goes
that,
faster?
you can just give me some sort of bullshit, and we can just say that works. Like if you like, I want to thunderwave the engines to overcharge them.
You know what? Yes,
You know,
that's what I do.
Okay, you can only do a thing once though.
All right,
Like-
I like that.
Okay, so you're gonna thunderwave the engines to make them go faster.
Yeah.
All right, I'm cool with that. Can you go ahead and roll me a thunderwave? Ooh, not incredible, but not terrible either.
Oof.
You hold your hands to the engines and blast them, and the ship rockets forward. Armand, you already tried to intimidate. Yevgeny, what would you like to do?
Oh, well, gentlemen, I'm going to use, with your permission, Captain, the spaceship's interspace megaphone. And I'm going to yell out of it into their, of course, the very receptive speaker that they have on their side of the ship. And I'm going to attempt to make this orc who is piloting the ship laugh himself so silly that he cannot control the ship.
I see what you're saying.
He will piss
check out.
himself.
The comms are yours.
You cast Tasha's hideous laughter. I will roll for the Space Orc. What is that? A wisdom saving throw?
I
God,
believe that
Tasha's
is
hideous
correct.
laughter.
I believe he needs something along the lines of higher than that.
You got a 12. So as you tell a bad joke, you grab the comms from Armand and you tell a dumb joke into them. Is that what you do? Is it a dumb joke?
I just fart into the microphone.
All right, and you can just hear. All right, that's actually pretty good. Oh fuck! All right, some other one needs to take the wheel. Alrighty. So you guys had 2 successes on that one. You need to get 10 successes before they blow you up.
Oh, great.
and the Space Orcs are going to. I need to open up their ship. They are going
wait.
to.
10 successes before they blow us up? No. What?
I'm sorry. 10 successes to not get blown up. You're absolutely correct.
Okay. Yeah. I want to know what we do to not get blown up.
Yep, that's correct. You're absolutely right. So they are going to blast you with a phaser. And so this is where you can roll your evasive maneuvers, Kelar. What I'm going to do is I'm going to roll an attack roll. So I'm going to roll the phaser attack. Holy shit. All right, they got a 25. So you can roll an acrobatics check, and if you beat that, you evade their thing.
Oh, man. Kelar.
Well, actually, I think it's actually a dex saving.
This is all you.
Whichever you prefer.
All you,
Yeah, they're both 5. It doesn't matter.
It's all you.
All right, so
No!
you try and avoid, but unfortunately, you guys get clipped that round. You're going to take 17 points of radiant damage.
All of us? All of us?
No, not you, the ship.
Okay.
And as you get hit, you jostle quite a bit.
Yeah,
and you can
we
see
all
it's,
lurch to the same side.
Yeah, and you can see it's getting pretty hot in here.
Is the alarm going off?
It's
How many points of damage does the ship take?
The ship takes 17.
Oh, that's a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot. The ship is not looking very good after that. Another 1 or 2 of those, and that might blow you up.
How many points of damage did I take?
You didn't take any yet.
Nice.
Alrighty.
Nice.
Going back to the top, who would like to go? Kelar, do you just want to prep for another evasive move?
Yeah, I'll do the same thing I did last turn.
Okay.
Except for the part where they hit us. I'll attempt it.
Oh, shit. I'm sorry. They should have actually had disadvantage on that because of Salazar's ability.
Hooray.
So that actually should be a disadvantage. Still an 18, so they actually still got you, but it was a lot closer. Sorry.
I'll take it.
Yeah, whatever. So it's actually 13 damage too. That's actually also relevant. Sorry. All right. Kelar, you want to do the same thing? Evasive maneuvers?
Yes.
All right. Salazar, what would you like to do?
Can I talk to him?
Yeah, I mean, the comms seem to still be open.
All right.
The Space Orcs have not turned them off. They've just turned off visual.
I'd like to viciously mock them.
All right, so you can tell a new Mort has come in over. Another Space Orc has come over to, like, drive their ship, which hasn't moved as you've been rocketing away from it. Go ahead and viciously mock.
I say, hey, Mort.
Yo, what?
Your father never loved you and your mother's a slut.
Whoa!
I wonder, would that be offensive to an orc?
Here, whoa, man!
It's all the magic.
That's. And then you just hear like a thud. Mort, are you okay? Oh fuck, he's dead.
Will killed him.
My
you
God.
had to kill him.
All right, so they're not going to move again as you've killed another captain.
It was just too
Armand,
wise.
You killed
would you like
another
to do?
captain.
Well, yes, of course. Well, as I see, the team has been able to speak with their words, and those words have been devastating.
Yes.
So I will say to everyone around us, I'll say, you dare to challenge me? And I will try to issue in intimidate. I can do that.
Okay.
Very poorly.
You just like, you dare to challenge me? Yeah, I do. We do, rather.
Well, very well then. They will die by my hand.
I'm very sorry. That's a rough one.
Yes.
I think you have now 3 successes because of Salazar. All right, and Yevgeny, you're left to go. What do you want to do?
Gentlemen, I don't know if any of you have noticed, but we happen to be flying by very close to the tail, outrageously close, in fact, to the tail end of a comet. There's ice everywhere, and just by observation, I have just happened to notice that one of the shards of ice is just hurtling towards their command center. their entire bridge, and I have no idea what. This is a great stroke of luck. I do not know how it happened.
So you're specifically aiming for the bridge?
Correct.
Unfortunately, you missed.
Well, you know,
18.
we are almost very lucky. Perhaps next time.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. Salazar just killed their captain. You have advantage on that. So that's a 23. So actually
lovely.
You will hit with that. Go ahead.
Wonderful.
I gotta keep track of these things.
Yes, I just click.
They have a lot of captains because all the morts are the same. Right. 15 points. All right. You see this comet? Just wow! What luck!
It's crazy. I do not know how it happened. I just noticed this. Is great.
Of the warbird, and do a bunch of damage, and there's like you hear through the comms.
These lovely ice reminds me of home.
God damn it! All right, and then it's their turn. They are going to once again take a disadvantage shot at you guys. So here we go. The blast. They got a 10. Can you beat that, Kelar?
I should hope
the AC
so.
of your terrible vessel is 10, so. All right, so yeah, you spin around. That cartwheel you did earlier, or not cartwheel, the barrel roll comes in handy as you barrel roll out of the way of the phasers, dodging them narrowly. As we're back to the top, Kelar, it's your move. As you're looking up ahead, you think if you like slammed on the juice and just pushed straight forward, you'd probably be like at the border and within teleporter range of the greater vessel.
I would like to slam on the juice and push straight forward.
All right, you boom, go right past the border, and you can hear your comms kind of immediately light up, and you hear Roger's voice. You made it through. What's going on? You're being pursued by a Mordish warhawk.
Yep.
What's his name? What's his name again?
Roger.
Roger.
Beam us up, Roger.
All right. Beam him up, Barney. And you hear Bartholomew. Okay. And 4 of you get beamed back aboard the main ship.
With
right.
what about our guy?
You didn't
Red
solve the
shirt.
name of the 4th guy.
So close.
You're all aboard the main vessel now. You have access to the main vessel's guns. They have 2 phaser batteries and 1 proton torpedo battery, if you would like. The proton torpedoes are slow and can get shot down, but they do a lot of damage. And it looks like the Mordish warbird is continuing to give pursuit, as it, is still a ways behind you, actually. What do you all want to do?
Can we teleport me onto the Mordish warbird to fight everybody on that ship?
We need to take down their shield arrays, and then we can do that.
How
Fire all weapons.
I think we should start with phasers for far away.
We're
And
kind
perhaps
of understaffed. You're gonna have to do all the weapon staffing.
Oh
I can just sit in your chair if you like.
I mean, if you want, it just sounds more. Sure, I'll do it. Whatever.
All
I
right,
can do it. I'm the captain. You do it. Wait a minute.
All right, fair enough. Yeah, I go and I mash some buttons.
Okay, you hit buttons. What do you guys want to see? Kelar, you're going for one of the weapons. Do you want the proton torpedoes, which do a ton of damage but could get shot down, or the phaser battery?
I'll start with the phasers.
I want to end up on one of the ships.
So you're just staying in the teleporter room, just ready to go down.
Yes.
Okay, and what would you like to do, Yevgeny and Salazar?
This is a good question.
I'd like to
The guy who just rescued is still on the other ship.
We need to beam him up. Can I try to do that?
Yeah, absolutely. You want to try and beam him up?
Yeah.
Excellent. So you rush over, push the dawdling old wizard out of the way.
No!
And you, begin to hit the buttons like a real pro. And Yevgeny, what would you like to do?
Well,
I believe there's 1 phaser battery and 1 proton torpedo battery left, if you'd like to man a gun.
you know, I have a good feeling about these phaser batteries. It reminds me of something.
Okay. So you go into the phasers?
I will go to the phaser.
Okay, so you and Kelar both rush over to the phaser batteries, ready to fire back at the Space Orc ship. We're gonna start with you, Yevgeny. Actually, let me roll a phaser attack for the Mort vessel, because they're still shooting at your old ship.
Indeed.
How dare they?
They actually miss, so they don't blow up your old ship with the dude in it, which means you have an opportunity, Salazar, to beam him up.
Okay.
Go for it. Can you roll me an Arcana check?
Absolutely.
Alternatively, if you have some, oh man, you're like, ugh, and you see him like partially materialize.
No,
working. It's not working.
That's so gross. Wait, what was that other thing I can do?
I was gonna say, if you had a different check than Arcana you wanted to bullshit me, you could try it, but it looks like you're out of
out of luck.
You rolled a 4.
Yeah, I screwed that up. Okay, is he dead? Did this kill him?
No, it just didn't bring him over. He's
Okay,
still on
well, all right, I've got another shot at it.
Yeah, maybe. We'll see.
I'll take this as a minor setback.
All right, so that was you, Salazar. We move to now the 2 phaser arrays. So each of you, can you roll me 3 d20s? So just /R 3 d20. Or /R space 3 d20.
Sorry, who are the 3?
That would be, so I need, Savage and Matt. Are you guys aiming for anywhere in particular on the ship? Or are you just shooting at the ship in general?
I was just, being honest, I was just aiming for the ship in general, hoping to hit it, just...
Seeing my rolls, I'd like to aim sort of next to the ship, but not at it.
Well, conveniently, you hit the... No. So what happens here, you guys are just firing away. So I need... Kelar, you hit with only one of your shots, unfortunately. So I need you to roll 3d10. But Yevgeny, you're ready for this. It's like a 3 phaser array. Can you roll me 9 d10s? Because you hit with all of your phasers.
Ooh. You said 9 d10s. 9 of
Yes, 9
d10s.
As you blast away.
Holy mother of God.
All right, 63 more damage. All right, the Mortish Warbird is looking a lot worse, and you can see its shields kind of flicker and go down for just a moment. At which point,
I cast magic
Bartholomew
missile.
Reaches up and slams on the button, and Armand, you disappear from inside the ship, and you're inside the Mort bridge.
Yes!
Quick, launch our photon torpedoes.
And the Morts are looking like, hey, what are you doing here?
I start punching them as fast as I possibly can.
Right. You get a surprise round on them, so go ahead and do an attack.
Yes. Just a moment.
All right, can you give me your damage on your first one? You miss with the second one. They're only wearing actually, no, you hit with the second one. I'm sorry. Their AC is 9. Because they're just wearing normal clothing and they have a -1 dex. So you hit for 17. Yeah. All right, so you kill 2 of them just with 2 punches. There appears to be a good dozen in here. And this is the bridge. So once you kill these, the vessel can't really operate. They can still fire, though, because the weapons are elsewhere. So Armand, we're at the top of the initiative again. They are going to probably fire. I'm going to see if they fire back at you guys or if they fire at your little ship left. Let's find out. Let's roll an intelligence check. They need to get a 10. Oh, okay, so they fire at you all at your big ship with their phaser array, and they are going to 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so they're going to hit with 1, 2, 3. Okay, so they rock your ship for about 60 damage, and it shakes as they also hit with 3 phasers.
Oh no!
And the ship is shaken, but your shields haven't been broken yet. And now it's all of your turn. So Kelar, what would you like to do?
I would like to say to Salazar, get tree guy back before it hits, and then I launch a photon torpedo.
All right. Well, it's actually 2 photon torpedoes per battery. So
Yes.
the 2 torpedoes begin to go out. Can you roll me 2 d20? And they
Yes.
actually, you need to roll 4 because they're at advantage. All right, so you got they have a +5. So on your first one, you got a 21, and your second one is an 18. So remember those numbers because they can try and shoot down the photon torpedoes in the turn before they get there. But if they get there, they hit like a truck.
All right.
All right, Salazar, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna try again.
Oh yeah, you're gonna try to get your dude back.
Beam up the guy. So, let's see here. I did Arcana.
If you have something else, you can say like, oh, but what about my skill?
How
if you want to try to encourage Bartholomew, you could do that too.
Wait, Salazar.
Yes.
Man the phasors. I will get him off the ship.
No, I'm in the middle of this.
Yevgeny runs into the room.
Okay, fine. Let me switch places.
All right, Yevgeny, can you roll me an Arcana check?
I can.
Okay, don't.
Whatever
crit fail.
that is.
If you crit fail, you're gonna splice him. He's dead.
Oh, no!
Half of him is still on
The worst possible thing!
The other half is lying on the teleporter pad, and he's just like, there's the top half of his body's lying there. You're pretty sure he's dead. You gotta act real fast if you're gonna keep him alive. So Salazar, you go to run out as Yevgeny does that.
Jeez.
What do you keep on going out to the phasers?
Yeah.
And stabilize this dying man. Very close to dead man.
I can let me
by
1 second.
By
Can I try to cast Cure Wounds on him?
Yeah, you absolutely can.
Okay,
you run over and you cast Cure Wounds.
Yeah, let me hit that.
All right. He opens his eyes, and screaming in pain, and he's very clearly going to take a lot of damage for half of his body being gone next turn. But he is currently still alive. You can try and bring him to the medical bay if you want.
Yes, that's what I do.
You just gotta try and keep him alive while he gets there. You drag this half man.
Oh my goodness. I think I'm gonna be a little bit ill.
All right, so that's everything
Not
that turn.
feeling good.
Oh no, Armand, you're still on the thing.
Salazar, don't let that get you down. You're doing great.
Thank you.
I was trying to be helpful. Really.
So Armand, there are 10 more space orcs around you. What would you like to do?
I would like to punch to death any space orcs that are within my reach.
You can see they're like getting out blasters.
Well,
Their phasers are not set to stun.
before that can happen, I will punch one. Do I hit him?
Yeah, no, absolutely. They have an AC of 9. So yeah,
Do
you
I kill
kill
him?
one.
Okay, I'm gonna try to kill another.
Okay. Yeah, we'll see. Go ahead and roll your damage. Yeah, all right. So you kill 2 of them. There are 8 left.
Nice.
And they're gonna go. Half of them are going to go for like the bigger. There are like rifles, antimatter rifles on the wall. They're gonna go for those. But 4 of them are going to take out their phasers and try and blast you.
Okay.
So what's your armor class, Armand?
16.
This could be close. They only have a +3 to hit, but these phasers hit like a truck. We got an 18. 11 points of radiant damage.
Okay, that hits.
All right, they shoot a second time. Oh my god! A 28 points of radiant damage.
Okay, that hits.
Are you alive?
I'm alive.
All right, they got 2 more shots. A 16. No.
It needs your bees, right?
Yeah, it needs to be a beat.
Yeah, that hits.
That being said, you actually probably have half cover from like all of the control panels and stuff around. You know, they only come up to like waist height, so I think that would be a +2 to your armor class. I think that would actually miss you.
Well, alrighty then.
The last one, however, only rolls a 6. So they're just they're blasting, and you're badly injured as you get hit twice. And you see the other Morts have armed themselves with like big antimatter rifles from the wall. They look like they're gonna annihilate you probably next turn. The other ones, they have 6 phaser shots, with their ship's phasers. They're going to shoot 2 of them at your proton torpedoes. So here's the first one, a 12. Will that hit your proton torpedo?
It will not.
And then the second one, which I think had an 18 AC. Ugh. So they'll blow up one of your proton torpedoes, but not the other one. The other 4 phasers go right at your ship. 3. All right. Which they're going to hit 3 times again for, oh my. That's 43, 58. 58 damage. Your ship is pretty badly injured at that point. Like, you take this hit, all of the lights start flashing red, there's a wah, wah, sirens going off. And, of course, the ship shakes dramatically, almost as though they just shake the camera and everyone acts like they're falling around. All right, that's the end of the Space Orcs. We are on to your turns. Kelar, the first thing we need to do is we need to roll for your proton torpedoes. Can you roll me 10d10 points of force damage for the one that hit?
That I can.
All right, it hits, and you can see it blasts. It goes right through the shield and hits the hull itself, and you see the Mortish warbird beginning to list to the side, as it has taken pretty critical damage. And it's your turns now, actually. So, what would you all like to do? I think let's start with you, Armand, because
Do the shields go down?
yeah, the shield is currently down in the Mortish vessel.
I beam myself to the ship.
Oh god,
To the
wait a
Mortish
second.
vessel.
Wait a second.
Absolutely flawless plan.
So, okay, can you go ahead, Yevgeny, and roll me an Arcana check to beam yourself aboard? Because I guess this is happening. Go ahead. Okay, you fail. It's
Like, well, now that we've blown the ship up, better go check it out.
You don't get over there.
When I had trees, wouldn't want to miss out on the...
Now that I
What
have,
would you like to do?
now that I have fought, what do I need to roll to get back onto the ship?
You need to get beamed back.
Yes.
You want to ask Bartholomew to beam you back?
Yes.
All right, Bartholomew goes and hits some buttons, and you get beamed back. Actually, I didn't, no, Bartholomew just succeeds. Yeah, you get beamed back.
Well, that's good.
Thank
You haven't
God.
asked Bartholomew to help you. He's been standing there.
Ah, shit.
So you get beamed back, and now I think, Salazar, what would you like to do? Salazar?
I'm gonna go back to. I gotta try to get the guy to the medic bay.
Oh, right, you bring him to medical bay. So he's dying again. He's at 0 hit points and bleeding profusely from his severed torso.
That is just classic him.
Is there anything you can do to help him, or are you just going to try and medicine check, drag him to the...
That's exactly
medical
what I'm
Put him in the
100%
back
gonna
of the
do
tank.
that.
Excellent. Go ahead and roll me a medicine check. All right. He is dying pretty badly. Yeah. All right. He's probably not going to make it, but you don't know for certain.
Okay.
But you get to the medical bay this turn. There's no one else here right now, so you have to do the medical person too. Kelar, what would you like to do?
Do I know where the bottom of his torso is?
Yeah, it's still in the ship, still in the little transport ship.
I want to beam them together.
Oh my
that
god,
how it
that's
works?
a very, very difficult check, but you could try it. You go down, you throw Bartholomew out of the way.
I'm gonna do it.
All right, go ahead and roll me whatever bullshit you need to roll for that.
Okay. Oh dear.
I think it's an Arcana check. Oh,
Well-
it's a sleight of hand. Oh, I see. All right, the bottom half of his body appears in the transporter pad.
Oh.
Okay, progress.
Along
Now we
with, like,
know where
the
it is.
seat that he was belted into in the back of your ship.
We've
So it's just
recovered
like, yeah.
the seat.
All right, so that's what you've done. The Mortish vessel is there. There's no one on the ship right now. It's their turn. They, seeing you all, are going to put all power to their forward shields and appear to do nothing right now, but you can see their engines are revving up really, really hard, and they're looking right at you. All right. It's your turn, Kelar.
Well, I suppose I'd like to launch another photon torpedo.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your photon torpedoes. Okay. So we have a 19, and can you roll the second one? Because remember, they're at advantage. You got, all right, a 19 and a 23. That's very good rolls. Or 22, rather. It could be 18 and 22, sorry.
Yeah.
They're +5. Cool, so you got your 2 photon torpedoes out. Yevgeny, would you like to do anything? Or Armand?
I would.
Go on. All right,
Barty, beam me to their ship again.
All right. This is just a 50% chance it works because their shields are up. You want 11 or higher. Unfortunately, he's I can't get through their shields. Would you like me to just wait until the shields go down?
Well, I don't think they're going to go down. Is there a way you could risk it again? But
I could just put you through, but who knows what will happen?
Do it.
All right, can you roll me a Constitution saving throw?
Yeah.
All right, Yevgeny, one of your arms is not there when you appear on the Mort vessel.
Well, very well. I will use the ray gun and I will start shooting.
It's your bad arm. Whichever one that is.
Oh, that's good. I still have my right arm, I guess. Do I know this?
So you appear in the bridge of the Mort vessel. You see there are 8 Morts in here. 4 of them are armed with antimatter rifles. 2 of them are like at controls, and 2 of them still have phasers out looking at the ground where Armand disappeared, and they all look at you as you appear. What would you like to do?
I shoot their controls panel right in front of the 2 manning the ship 3 times.
Oh shit, you're okay, excellent call. I see what you're doing. Go ahead. Go ahead and make your attack roll. It's just D20s. D20s plus 3. I think you actually only get 1 D20.
Well, to be
I'm sorry.
To
plus
be more precise.
Oh, okay. This isn't a real ray gun. This is just a spell. Yep, alright, you blast him.
What's a real ray gun?
Oh, right.
Oh, wait, hold on. Wait. Let me cast that at level 2. I forgot that was an option.
Okay, so go ahead and give me the level 2 damage. As you blast the controller board, it's like, hey, we were gonna ram them. We're ramming here.
Not if I have anything to say about it.
Okay, so Yevgeny's on the ship. Oh boy. One of Yevgeny's arms is just on the transporter vandal back in the ship, guys.
Das Vedanya, comrades.
Armand, what would you like to do?
Well, I think that Yevgeny has done a very admirable job. I will do my best to bring his body back to his arm.
You're gonna try and teleport him back.
Yes.
All right, go ahead and roll me an Arcana check. It's very hard because of the shield being up.
Well, that's going to be difficult.
All right. It doesn't work, unfortunately. You're trying, like, but it's not working. All right, so that's that. Kelar, you launched photon torpedoes.
Yes, I did.
Salazar, you're in the medical bay with this half man.
Yes.
What are you gonna do to try and keep him alive? He's pretty much on the brink of death.
Do I see anything? Is there anything in the medical?
Yeah, there's like syringes. You could give him 40 cc's of magic and then make him better.
Okay, I do that.
Can you roll a medicine check?
Yes. Oh,
okay.
No.
Yeah, all right. You go ahead and apply 40 cc's of some dumb bullshit, and he's like, ah! And I don't know. You put him in like a stasis thing, and he's alive, but very injured.
Great.
All right. Meanwhile, back on the Mort ship. Yevgeny, what's your armor class?
It would be, hold on, somewhere around the, 10.
Oh.
1.
What?
2, 3, 4. All right, one of them misses you.
Wait. I use shield. I mean my automatic shield back to block All but the first one.
You take 26 necrotic damage from the first antimatter rifle.
Yeah, I believe I eviscerated for nothing.
Oh, that 26 gets you?
Oh, a lot.
Probably gets him twice.
You turn into a fine pile of dust. So Yevgeny's dead. Yevgeny's arm is still okay, though. So Yevgeny's gone. The Morts, let's see, they're going to attempt to shoot down your photon torpedoes. They got a 15 and a 17, so I think they missed both your photon torpedoes. Very bad for them. And they shoot you a bunch more, but not enough to destroy you. Though your ship is badly, the PJS Bartholomew's ship is badly damaged. As it comes to your turn, I don't think we need to do much more because. Can you roll me the photon torpedo damage?
So, Jeremy, could you remind me what was the name of the Space Orcs again?
They're the Morts. They're Morts.
All right.
All right.
Give me back my Russian, you Morts.
as the Morts get hit with the photon torpedoes, it's just they look up through their view screen. Oh fuck! And you guys all watch through the view screen the ship exploding into millions of pieces. You see many of these Morts just kind of floating through space before dying because space. And as this is happening, Armand, you're hitting the thing. At this point, you're punching the transporter, trying to get him back. And boom, it lights up, and a small pile of dust appears on the transporter pad right next to Yevgeny's arm.
Oh, thank God.
And Roger says, "Excellent work, everyone. That was incredible." Once again, the powers of good have overcome the Space Orcs, and the adventures of the PJS Bartholomew have reached triumph. Great work, everyone! Excellent rescue mission.
We did violate the treaty and killed them.
They crossed the border. We killed them on our side of the border.
Yeah, but we crossed. You know what? Never mind. Good job, everyone. Good.
Yeah, they're not around to say it. Gosh, I can't believe this whole treaty over a monkey, endangered monkey species. Ridiculous.
Yeah. Yeah, endangered.
Yep. Well, time to go home.
Well, Captain, you have the bridge. I'm going to go see my friend in the transporter bay.
And with that, you guys have completed this adventure. Thank you for joining us. Pete, hello.
Hi.
Sorry, Bartholomew. Excellent. Great time for you to return.
Excellent leadership, Captain. You've done phenomenally, as always.
Of course, I know.
Yes, thank you.
Hey, I'm the captain.
You're a captain.
But Kelar,
captain
I'm
of the
you.
other
You're
vessel
lieutenant
briefly.
now.
Oh, yay.
Nice.
But you're not fabled here because I can't.
Right.
That was wonderful, y'all.
Yeah.
That was
right back. Thank you, everyone, for hanging out in the chat, and thank you guys, of course, for playing. That was lovely. All right.
See y'all
See you
soon.
guys in a minute.